Hello, Big Loser. This is Marvin Dustin from Lincoln, Nebraska, coming at you. I'm 6'4", and I weigh somewhere close to 700 pounds, and I think I'm ready to lose it. I'm I definitely I've gone through a lot of things in my life, and I am kind of locked into my house. I want to be able to get out and do things and enjoy life again, and experience something more fun than the four walls that I live in right now. And I think that The Biggest Loser has certainly inspired me to make those changes, I think, and I've been watching it for forever, and I'm excited to do something about losing this weight. And I guess I'm going to stand up and show you all of me. Oh, that's 700 pounds, and very, very big guy. I'm 6'4", so kind of really tall and big, and whatever adjective you want to use. That's me. And I for the last 3 years I've locked myself into my apartment, so I haven't actually been outside. And I look outside the windows, and look out there. I want to someday go back outside and ride a bike and do the same things I used to do, but I'm too afraid. I think a lot of it is I don't want to deal with all the people laughing and jeering, and just a lot of it's in my head, I'm sure, just the crazy things that what are they saying about me? I just don't want to deal with that. So after a lot of things happening to me, that kind of made me give up on everything, just stay inside, and I pretty much watch movies for the last 3 years, so I'm pretty much an index of every movie that's made, I think. And I do work, though. I am on disability, but I do work, and I work from home, because since I don't leave, I just I sit here on my couch and use my phone, my trusty phone, and my computer, and I take phone calls from a call center, and I can do what I need to do right here. Everything I need, well, I don't know if it's everything I need, but everything I've needed for the past 3 years has been in my house. I have the internet. That's like my lifeline. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't survive. I wouldn't be able to exist at all. I get groceries by delivery. I pay my bills online, and I do have some helpers that come in and help clean up the house for me. It's hard to just do anything, really. If I could just get rid of this, I would be so much happier. It would just be a huge burden off my back, and be able to enjoy living. I was watching something the other day, and it just kind of struck me that I'm 40 years old, and average life is like 70, and I'd have to deal with this in my four walls and live in this existence for another 30 freaking years, and I don't know if I'm prepared to do that. It's like too much, and I know it's possible that some disease or something could take me in a minute, because heart disease is prevalent in my family. Diabetes is very prevalent. All three of my siblings have diabetes. And my mother also had diabetes. Most of her family had diabetes. My father was, I guess, a saving grace because I think his genetics are, helped me not to be as bad as it could be. He was always very, very thin, and I was always very jealous that he was so thin. I always wish I could take after him instead of, mom's side of the family. But that's what it is. And I know, looking at some pictures in the past, my two older siblings, they were born. My brother's 22 years older than me, and he and my older sister, all their pictures from high school and grade school and everything, they're thin. But my sister, Jo, and I were only 4 years apart, and the two of us, all through high school, junior high, and everything, all our pictures are fat. We've always been the fat, they're just the fat ones, I guess. I've always been large. In high school, I was over 300, I was like 380 pounds in high school when I graduated. When I graduated college, there was thinking about other things, from the past. I was over 500 pounds graduating from college, and I remember, walking up and getting my diploma. I could hear audience, like, whispers and giggles and crazy, chatter in the back, and it's, I tried to block all those things out when, things are happening, when, people are giggling and laughing, and just, tunnel vision, focus, move on, and not deal with it. I think that's part of my problem, is I just don't deal with a lot. Especially, when, like 3 years ago, well, it's been a while, I've been slowly just not caring. I just haven't cared about myself for a long time. I think I lost sight of my dreams and just gave up. And when I was, I went to school. I went to school to become a respiratory therapist, and actually had a CNA license. I worked for a CNA for a couple years, and then I also had an EMT license, which I never got to use because I was still over almost 500 pounds at that time, so I never worked as an EMT. But I really wanted to do something with those credentials, and then later I started teaching CPR and first aid so I can do something with the knowledge I had. And then then I got a degree as a respiratory therapist, but no one would hire me. I was overweight, and at the time I always felt strongly that it's their fault. They just didn't give me a chance because I can really do things, but I know, looking back, I couldn't pass their physical. I was just too big. I couldn't move as quickly as I needed to, and the people's lives at risk, and I don't know. It's probably best I didn't get a job at the hospital. But I think I regret that a lot, not being able to do the things I wanted to do, and I hope to change that. And I know being able to go through Biggest Loser, be on the campus, and work hard on all the machines with Bob and Jillian, and the crazy stuff that goes on there. I know I can do a lot, and I don't feel like I don't think I'll be whiny. I think I'll be very, very bold, and be very, very strong, and be courageous, and make people proud of me, to be able to change all this and become hence the man that's in here somewhere, which I know I'll find someday. So I hope to hear from you and become the Biggest Loser in Biggest Loser 12. Thank you.